Hey guys, Jim Watson, aka Joe Welder. I'm here in Arc-Zone's Ultimate Weld Shop. Today I'm here with Scott, who led the panel of experts that reviewed all of our handheld tungsten electrode grinders, and he wanted to go over that with you today. What do you got for us, Scott?
Our team of experts reviewed each of the handheld grinders on 6 points on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, 1 being the worst and 5 obviously being the best.
So when you talk about these, we have two models of the Sharpies, the Standard and the DX.
Exactly.
Okay.
The first topic in any conversation is always budget. And we're starting with the Sharpie DX and SD grinders, which come in at 5 stars budget-wise, not just for the price of the machine itself, but also for the cost of the replacement wheel, which comes in as the least expensive diamond grinding wheel on the market.
Okay. So these are basically entry-level pro hobby grinders, correct?
That's a really good point. One of the most important things about the grinder is how handheld it is. But in order to do that, it's a simple die grinder motor, which is not nearly as robust as some of the professional grade grinders.
Okay.
So it'll work great in your shop, but once you really start using them out in the field for extended periods of time, the motor doesn't always keep up.
So if you've got 4 or 5 welders that need to use a grinder, this may not be for you.
You want to move up to a professional grade grinder for sure.
But if you want to upgrade your shop and get dialed in tungsten.
That's exactly right, Jim. For a pro hobby grinder, these grind from 040 all the way up to 1/8 tungsten. Now, when you get into the abilities of the grinders, they're almost identical in that they both cut, they both grind, they both do a tip flat.
And it's preset at 20 degrees, which is ideal for customers that don't want their operators, modifying the grind angle.
Our testers found that was a really good middle of the road angle to use for just about anything, but that is also the reason why this only came in at 2 stars on the versatility of the grinder, because it's got a fixed grind angle. When you go up to the DX, which is only slightly more expensive, the versatility really jumps up with being able to adjust the grind angle.
Okay.
It's an intuitive adjustment right here with a flathead screwdriver. You can see exactly how you're adjusting it, steeper or blunter, and very easy to use.
Okay, so this is ideal if you're doing stainless, carbon steel, and you can do some aluminum. You're going to need a little steeper grind angle, so you want the DX model. Okay.
Now on the ratings, this comes in at a 3-star rating for its capabilities. The only reason why it wouldn't be higher is there is no degree scale when you're adjusting the grind angle. So you can lock it in place, it'll give you the same grind angle every time, but you don't know exactly what angle you're setting it at.
Yeah, so it's strictly by sight.
Strictly by sight. And that brings us to the next point, which is the ease of use and versatility. Ease of use, both of these grinders get 5 stars. You can see where you're grinding on the wheel. You can see exactly where the electrodes go in the heads. And on the versatility, they cover a full range of the most popular electrodes, 040 all the way up to 1/8.
Okay, so you're talking about the versatility now. You've got the window on the side where we actually can see the tungsten being ground, and then we've got the tip flat option on the top. Insert the tungsten into the top and rotate it, and then the cutoff option, which you can either score the tungsten and insert it into the head and snap it off, or you can cut it all the way through. The only thing is, the reviewers found is if you cut the tungsten all the way through, it greatly diminishes the wheel life.
That's an excellent point, Jim. And that also brings up on the budget issue how affordable the replacement wheels are.
Okay.
Most of our test panel felt that grinding it all the way through and diminishing the life of the wheel wasn't that big of a deal because they're incredibly affordable.
Okay.
Especially for an all diamond grinding wheel.
So when you talk about the wheels, what kind of coin, what kind of money?
You're keeping it under $30, $40.
Okay.
The last topic that we're going to talk about is safety. You can see this is a fully enclosed grinding head. There's no exposure to the wheel, but there's also no dust collection.
Okay.
So it's going to be great for safety around your own shop, but if you have strict safety requirements in a workplace, this might not meet those requirements.
Okay, so again, that's what makes it a pro hobby grinder.
Exactly.
So today we talked about the Sharpie Standard and SD tungsten electrode grinders. And just to conclude that each one of the machines has the functionality of cutting the tungsten, grinding the tungsten to the particular angle, putting the tip flat on the tungsten electrode. They're both moderately priced and very easy to use. The only downside of the machines are the motors are a basic entry-level motor, and there's no dust collection. For more information on these products or to place an order, click on the link at the end of the video. Until next time, good welding.